Your plans, our goal. Do you have an event and are you wondering how it can be cost-effective with real-time engagement, reusable and quality content that increases your visibility? Rory Studios has got your back. We offer live streaming services from church gatherings, business conferences, live music concerts, weddings, sports events, funerals, and any other live...
Good morning, Honorable Chair and Commissioners. If it pleases the Commission, may we continue with the hearing in question? The other witnesses are not yet in attendance, but we have the Mayor, so I propose that we call the Mayor, Jacob Mafume. Yes. The witness is now in attendance, Honorable Chair.
Full name, please.
Jacob Mafume. I, Jacob Mafume, do hereby swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Ram.
Thank you. We welcome you once again to this commission, Councillor Jacob. Thank you. And I have a few questions for you, and where I expect you to offer some explanations, I will indicate so. And for the sake of progress, can you answer questions as put to you? Do we all agree? Yes. Sure, you are a senior lawyer. You have no problems with that. Is that correct? Yes, I have no problems. When you initially appeared before this commission, do you admit that you did not tell the court the truth that you reside at house number 9, Sky Master in Belvedere? Is that correct? Yes or no? Well, I resided at number 9 Sky Master, and I moved. No, to answer the question, please. I'm answering your question. You did not tell the truth. I did reside at number 9 Sky Master until mid-January, when I moved because I was renovating 9 Sky Master. You were apologizing to the court for indicating that you resided in that residence. Why were you apologizing? I had not indicated the recent moving. Why were you apologizing? Because I had recently moved from that, and I thought I had to just make that clear to the commission. Yesterday you lied that you resided house number 110 Coronation. Do you agree? That was. It is on record. Yes, but that was a. Yes, it's okay. Yes. That was a miscommunication. Listen, why are you fond of lying? Because yesterday, the day before, you had categorically indicated that you reside at house number 10 Coronation. Yesterday you confirmed that. Can that be a mistake, Council?
It is a new address.
Can that be a mistake?
Yes, it is.
No, look. Can I avail to you the Inquiry Act?
Yes.
Fine. Can you make it available to me, please? I will adjourn now. I want you to read that. In 5 minutes' time, I want us to come back. Inquire, read that from all the sections and relate to the relevant ones about not telling the truth. I will tell you. Thank you.
and are you wondering how it can be cost-effective with real-time engagement, reusable and quality content that increases your visibility? Rory Studios has got your back. We offer live streaming services from church gatherings, business conferences, live music concerts, weddings, sports events, funerals, and any other live gatherings on all social media platforms. Rory Studios. Your plans, our goal. Do you have an event and are you wondering how it can be cost-effective with real-time engagement, reusable and quality content that increases your visibility? Rory Studios has got your back. We offer live streaming services from church gatherings, business conferences, live music concerts, weddings, sports events, funerals, and any other live gatherings on all social media platforms. Rory Studios. Your plans, our goal. Do you have an event and are you wondering how it can be cost-effective with real-time engagement, reusable and quality content that increases your visibility? Rory Studios has got your back. We offer live streaming services from church gatherings, business conferences, live music concerts, weddings, sports events, funerals, and any other live gatherings on all social media platforms. Rory Studios. Your plans, our goal. Do you have an event and are you wondering how it can be cost-effective with real-time engagement, reusable and quality content that increases your visibility? Rory Studios has got your back. We offer live streaming services from church gatherings, business conferences, live music concerts, weddings, sports events, funerals, and any other live gatherings on all social media platforms. Rory Studios. Your plans, our goal. Do you have an event and are you wondering how it can be cost-effective with real-time engagement, reusable and quality content that increases your visibility? Rory Studios has got your back. We offer live streaming services from church gatherings, business conferences, live music concerts, weddings, sports events, funerals, and any other live gatherings on all social media platforms. Rory Studios. Your plans, our goal. Do you have an event and are you wondering how it can be cost-effective with real-time engagement, reusable and quality content that increases your visibility? Rory Studios has got your back. We offer live streaming services from church gatherings, business conferences, live music concerts, weddings, sports events.
We did provide him with a copy of the Commission of Inquiries Act.
Did you peruse that?
Yes, I did, my
And
lord.
you understood?
Yes, my lord.
Right, fine. Why I did so is because with the line of questioning and answers, the rules of the game might change any time.
I'm guided, my lord.
And in the event that they're about to change, I would urge you to look for a legal representative. It's the constitutional right to do so. You understand?
Yes.
Depending on your answers.
Okay.
Right, fine.
Thank you. So you did not answer my question properly. Okay, which one? Okay, I'll put it. Did you tell the truth that when you informed this commission that you reside at house number 10, Coronation? No. You lied? Yes.
Sorry?
Yes. So you are a liar? Yes or no? In that instance? Why did you lie?
Sorry, what answer to that?
In that instance,
You see, it is not fair to say that you are a liar. Because the impression you are giving that the man is a sworn liar, he lies every time.
You lied
in
that regard.
That's why the answer is
okay. So you lied in that regard.
In that instance, yes.
Why did you lie?
The place is a new address. Since it's a new address, I moved in mid-January, and it was really a miscommunication. At the gate, there is a missing number. It's 10, and I genuinely thought all this time it's 110. The place is the house is in the same street. It's at 102. So the truth is, I stay in Greendale. That is the truth. I stay in Coronation Street. That is the truth. The only thing that I then missed was the number, which is 110. I said 110 when it was 102. And that was a mistake on my part because I had not paid attention to the numbers.
You are a lawyer. Do you believe your own story?
Yes, I do.
102 and 110, they can be the same.
Yeah, but
they can be the same.
They are not the same, I agree, but it is a genuine mistake when a person has just moved in, and we moved in. When we moved in, I then immediately went on a government trip outside the country.
No, don't volunteer all that.
Okay, I'm trying to explain why it is logical. Then I came back, and the gate does not inscribe the number. So I would just routinely know that when I reach this place, there's a gate with a 10, and that is my gate. Notwithstanding, it's not written 102 or 110.
Look around, Councillor Mafume. Just look around here. Do you see any grade 0 children? Who? Do you see any grade 0 children?
No.
That is a story which you can tell grade 0 children, not adults like people who are in attendance. You understand?
Well, strange as it sounds.
It's strange.
Yeah, but it is from my view, it is a common mistake. You've recently moved. You can even, I can tell you where I stay previously. It's called 9 Sky Master. The other road behind it is called 9 Skyline. And sometimes I would confuse the two addresses. It's something that I, as a person, commonly do. I had no intention of misleading the court. If I had an intention to mislead the court, I would have not indicated a road where I truly stay and an area where I am staying.
I will put it to you that, in fact, evidence shall be an aid to show that you are not desirous of wanting people to know where you reside in Greendale, because you recently procured that house using the proceeds of corruption. Evidence will be uncovered to that effect.
Is that a question?
Yes, I'm just putting to you.
Oh, okay.
If you have any comment, you can comment. If you don't have any comment, that's fine.
I would want to get that evidence that you say you have. You keep repeating that you have that evidence. At the first head,
we shall come to that.
I have not purchased that property, nor did I receive any money from for that particular purpose.
Okay, thank you. Now, let's go to number 9, Sky Master. Produce the application for change of use.
I don't have an application for change of use.
Did you make an application for change of use to the council?
No, I haven't yet made an application for change of use.
Sorry, just hold on. You said, what was the question again?
Can you produce the application for change of use in respect of number 9 Sky Master House, a house in Belvedere?
No, I have not made an application for change of use.
Any approved plan?
Yes.
Can you produce it? Something fun. I'm not a handwriting expert. But is it a mere coincidence that, in fact, the signatures here, there appears to be from one bill of pen, but different dates? It's self-evidence.
Yes, it is.
Is it not a fabrication?
Can I explain the...
Same pen.
Yes. When you are...
Different people.
Do you want me to answer?
Okay, I'm just asking. I'll ask the Commission to have a look at the signatures there.
What is your allegation?
It's the same pen, different dates, different signatures. They were using the same bill of pen. In other words, I'm saying this is a fabrication.
These
were done last week.
Yes, these are, if you are looking at the signatures, my lord.
The plan was...
The plan was done...
last week, the 29th.
No.
It was signed
if you are looking at those signatures, that is the building inspector. He comes to inspect at every stage of the building. So that's why it is the same person with a different, what do you call it, with different stages. So the different stages are inspected. So it is the plan that we keep on site.
This is a new plan. I know we have built some houses before. You can say this is the plan which builders do use. We know builders. We know
That's the plan that is on site.
That's a new plan.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So when did you start building on this?
The 9th Sky Master, we started building, this is probably sometime in November. The current buildings, the extension on the main house.
November?
Yes, sometime in November, if not, but November, it's been built, we've got stages. There's a cottage, and then there's the other main building.
And the students already moved in?
No, they haven't moved in to the one that is being planned because it's still being constructed. But there was a cottage behind, which was built some time before. But as of now, the building inspections, the completion was to finish before schools start, so the students haven't moved in the main building.
Yesterday, I thought you said there are students already.
There are students in the old. It's a cottage, the first cottage, because it's not yet a boarding house. We were using it as the main house until mid-January, when we moved to the other place. That's when the main structure was then completely put down. Initially, we started building there was a cottage behind, which we just modified to accommodate a few students, while at least we were sitting.
Now, the change of use, what comes first, change of use or approval?
What comes first is when you then want to turn it into a boarding house, you then apply for the change of use.
So you apply for change of use after you've already done the structures? Eh?
Yes, the structures, if you look at the structures are the structures.
No, just hold on. Oh. You say, I want to put up a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
You straight away build that hotel, finish it, then look for change of use.
No.
That's what happens.
Yeah,
or you start applying first. Yeah. Submit the papers, they approve, then you build.
What you do, normally people apply as they are building.
No, I'm talking about change of use. This is a residential property.
This is a residential property.
But you have already built this.
Yes, you are still building it.
No. So far, the plans have been approved.
No, the building, there are two stages.
No, I'm talking about plans. This is the plan.
Yes, the plans have been approved. But now, my Lord, if maybe I can explain. You have this building. Then it's already completed. Then one day, you want to say that this building must become a clinic. You then apply to do the change of use. So while it's...
no, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. So...
And then what happens? Do you start by construct or building?
You're going to build anyway.
No, it's all right. So anyway, I know, but the question is, what starts first? Approval of the change of use, or you start by building?
You start by building. You can start, not that what start first. You can start by building. Because
all right, if you start by building and then they disapprove?
You can use the premise maybe for living, if it's a house. You can live in it, or because it's a house and it's a structure.
Fine. All right.
So you can use the structure anyhow for other purposes that are allowed for that area.
But logically, what starts first?
Logically, what starts first?
And from your administrative point of view, you are a mayor. What starts first?
What would start?
If you want to do some if you want to change.
Some development.
Logically, what would start first is obviously before you invest a lot to be able to make the application.
And wait for the approval.
If you, the waiting for the approval might not be logical. I'll explain. Because if you then wait.
Are you then saying that the moment you submit an application, you can start building, irrespective of whether the application will be approved or rejected?
Not the building, the application for the change of use. The building in itself has got different requirements that are inspected at different stages. But for what you are going to use it for, you can apply at a later stage. If it is denied, you can then try to make use of it in any other way. For instance, if it was a residential place, you can then revert it to the use that it was being used for.
You can even destroy it.
Yes, you can even destroy it. If you are required to, if the next use that is permitted is what you can use it for.
Does that make economic sense?
It doesn't make economic sense. That's why I said logically, one would say, let's apply first. Once you apply, you wait for the approval to then construct that particular.
Mr. Mafume, as a lawyer, I'm going to use the reasonable means test.
Yes.
Is it reasonable to start building before the application for a change of use is approved?
It is not reasonable.
Okay. You are making life difficult for everyone here because you are not desirous of answering questions.
But I've just answered.
Even, I'll put it to you that all these so-called stage approvals, they are just fabricated. Because if you go by the dates 3 January, there's an inspection, 14 January, 24 January, 4 days later, there's another inspection. What was the inspection? What were those inspections for?
The contractor. Or
What are those inspections for? The space of days.
Yeah,
I wonder, at what speed would the builders moving at? 3 days inspection. After 3 days, another inspection. Is that reasonable?
Yeah, it is reasonable because this is.
Reasonable?
I took this plan at the site. I brought it yesterday, as you had indicated. Unfortunately, yesterday we did not delve into the plans. But if you notice, these envelopes were there yesterday.
And you are saying this plan was approved in November 2024. Just within a period of a month, you have completed all those structures.
No, the structures, you will recall that these other structures were already there. There was a cottage. There was the structure that was being done was the main house. The main house, if you understand, there was already an existing structure at the place, and the structure was being modified. In other words, it was not being built from scratch.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Right. I will put it to that. In fact, you are constructing that premise without any approval at all.
These are the approved plans from council.
This
Change
is
of use.
Yeah, or the change of the change of use. I've said it's not there.
this is a cluster home, so to speak.
This is not
Right, right.
it's not a cluster home.
What is it?
Right, just hold on. These people who are approving this is one signature. Am I right?
Yes, it is.
Who is that person?
He's the building inspector.
What is his name?
I've not met him personally. He comes on site, and on site there's a contractor that we use. This is the project that was being done by my wife. Yes.
Do your people work for overtime?
Do people work
Employees?
Yeah, there is a provision for overtime. Yes.
There is?
For council.
Yes.
Yes, it's a 24-hour operation.
Under what circumstances do they come for overtime? Emergency, urgent?
No, the council is a 24-hour operation. When they come for overtime, they are given approval by their boss. Yeah, for their boss. But a council in itself is.
Put it this way.
Yeah.
If they are coming for, just 1 second, if they are coming for overtime, am I correct to say that it will be outside the normal duties?
Yeah, if it's overtime for that particular individual, it will be outside the normal duties, yes.
And it will be an emergency matter.
Yes, or to fill in for somebody who is not available.
But otherwise, it will be routine 5 days a week.
It is the routine.
Other than working overtime and outside working hours, an exception from the general rule. Am I right?
Yes, we look at
No, answer the question.
Yes.
Fine. Can you give us the dates of when the first inspection was made? The approval dates of the inspection. You talked of November. What date on November was that?
This one is 24/11 November.
Right, that was a Sunday.
21, sorry, 21/11.
That's all. 21.
21st, yes.
Yeah. Then the other one, next one.
21 November. Honorable,
2024
is the day for the arrest date for approval of this plan, not inspection.
No, I mean the one where there are signatures.
Where there are signatures.
Yes,
so
fine.
the first date where there are signatures is the 3rd of December, 2024.
Yeah, just hold on. 3rd of December.
Yes.
Right, fine. Carry on.
The next one is the 12th of December. The next one is the 3rd of January. The next one is the 14th of January. The next one is the 24th of January. The last one is the 29th.
What were they inspecting? First,
My Lord,
The first stage.
first stage.
The first stage of 3rd December, what was inspected?
My Lord, as I said, I did not actively participate, nor did I see them.
But you are aware that they're coming to inspect?
I was aware that they are routinely inspecting. Like I said, my wife does this project.
Oh.
It's not my project. The project for this is not for me. It is for
Mrs. Mafume.
yes. So I was not aware.
No, that's fine.
I was not. That would be the honest truth. Yeah.
What was it a company constructing this?
It's not a company.
Individual.
It's an individual that works with my wife. Yes.
So within a couple of 2 or 3 days difference, they would have moved up to another stage, which justifies any further inspection.
Yes, my Lord. It was an existing structure.
No.
Yes.
Answer the question.
Yes.
They're working such speed that in 3 days they would require another superstructure to be checked down, pitfalls, concrete, etc.
Yeah, they were working with. They had a deadline that they had set each other, and the deadline was to be able to have, as the next schools open.
Did they tell you that? Did they tell you that?
My wife told me that, yes. Yes, that I'm working with a deadline. I need to put students in, yes.
Okay. What was inspected on 12?
I wouldn't know what was inspected.
On 3 January?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
4th January?
I wouldn't know.
No, you already said that. No, it is Mrs. Mafume.
Is it? I find this to be highly incredible. Building stages are known even by laymen that you inspect the foundation, the setting out.
Yeah, but I wasn't.
Foundation, then the building up to lintel level. It's common knowledge, isn't it? And the whole mayor don't know all those stages. The whole mayor.
No, but the stages are not written here to indicate which stage was then inspected, which stage. If they had written the stages, I would recognize
the
them.
reason why you cannot give us that information is that this was fabricated.
No, it was not fabricated.
There is no inspection which is going on.
Well, this is the plan that was on site,
Now,
which I obtained.
Tell the truth. Is it not correct that inspections are only done on properties that are being constructed, which properties would have been approved, like where there is an application for a change of use? Is that not correct?
No,
And they just inspect any building where even the papers are not in order. Is that possible?
the papers are in order. This is
No,
a
is there an application for change of use?
No, there is no application.
Did you is there any advice to the newspaper to inform neighbors that you want to change
No,
use?
the whole process of change of use is not yet been done.
So you are building without the consent of your neighbors.
The
In
application
terms
is
of
not yet.
all the regulations,
Yes, the
your
application-
neighbors are supposed to consent to that.
Yes, but most of the neighbors accommodate students.
No. Answer the question.
Yes, they have. No, I have not done the application. So the procedures
It was
of
against the
advert,
bylaws.
the procedures of.
It was against the bylaws. Because you require that you notify neighbors for approval, for objections. Was that done?
No, that was not done.
Okay.
That was,
So that was wrongful.
Mr. Goetz, answer the question.
That was wrongful.
yes, that was wrongful.
That was unlawful.
Yes, that was unlawful.
Right, just hold on. My colleague wants to clarify one point before.
Just to clarify, is this area a commercial area or residential area?
The Belvedere.
No, where your property is, 9 Sky Master.
It should be residential, but it
should be.
Yeah, but
But,
it is.
Mr. Mafume,
Yes.
you know very well. Answer the question.
Yes, it's residential. But there's a college and other colleges around. That's why I was thinking.
You have not been asked about any other churches or another mosques
Okay.
around. The question is very simple. Is it residential or
Yes,
commercial?
residential. Residential?
Yeah,
And for it to be, for the change of use to come out, to confirm that there has to be a special consent from council if it's a residential area.
Yes, yes, yes.
At what stage is that sought? During the building or after? The special consent from council? From full council?
It is sought, logically you should seek it before. But you can seek it while you are constructing.
Or it can be regularized after?
Or it can be regularized after.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. We proceed. We leave it to the Honorable Commission.
Okay.
Right. Now, number 9, Drummond. You are aware of that residence in Milton Park?
Yes.
You were allocated that premise by the council?
Yes.
Was the allocation lawful?
Yes.
Well, okay. I will ask you to have a look at circular number 12 from your parents' ministry.
Yes.
You are aware of it?
Yes.
You are aware that councillors, council chairpersons, deputy mayors, they are not entitled to council houses, but they are entitled to stands.
Yes.
Indeed, on 15 August 2024, your Human Resources and General Purpose Committee set, which you had established yourself, and allocated you that house.
Yes.
That was contrary to circular number 12. Is that not correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
Well, let me explain.
No, just answer that question.
That was contrary to circular
It was
number
not
12.
contrary to circular number 12.
It was not.
It was not contrary.
Did they do so in compliance with that circular?
There is a confusion. The circular refers to a stand that I will purchase as a councillor. So if I'm going to purchase the stand, I will purchase it at 40% of the price. Now, this one has not been allocated to me as my stand. This is a property that I was supposed to move in place of the mayoral house. So the circular refers to a situation where I am to purchase the particular stand.
Okay.
So I have not purchased number 9 Drummond. So the allocation is different from the allocation referred to in this particular circular.
You know what? You are not even entitled to occupy that house.
I have not occupied it.
But you, according to the resolution, I'll ask you to have a look at the resolution. Can you read it loudly for us?
The council approves.
Read it loudly.
Yes, the council approved the use of council-rented premises on number 9 Drummond as alternative accommodation for His Worship the Mayor of Harare.
Yes.
Yes.
On
Upon adoption of recommendation above, His Worship the Mayor immediately occupies the rented.
Is that why the house is being renovated?
It has not been renovated.
You want us to do another inspection in Loga again?
Yes, it is not being renovated. There has not been any allocation of funds, nor has there been any attempt to renovate it.
So it's just lying idle as it is.
It has been lying idle.
Is it lying idle as it is?
Yes, it's being guarded.
Is it lying idle as it is?
Yes.
Good. Yes. My colleague wants to
Just
pose
for
a question.
clarification, Mr. Kotze.
Thank you.
Mayor, I think it's an interpretation issue.
Yes.
Is your explanation to say that as the mayor, you have different entitlements from a role as being a councillor?
Yes.
As a councillor, you get a stand.
Yes, as a councillor.
As a mayor, you get accommodation.
Yes.
Is that your interpretation?
Yes, that's my interpretation. So when you are a councillor, you get a stand that you purchase. So you are not, it's by that circular. You are allowed to purchase, and the reason why it's mentioned there is for them to say, because there's a 40% discount that you get. Now, as a mayor, you are supposed to stay in a mayoral, you are supposed to get accommodation as a mayor, in other words, a mayoral mansion. But we could not use the mayoral mansion for that purposes. So the council then made a resolution to provide an alternative. Unfortunately, the alternative is also in the same state of disrepair.
So your understanding of that directive from the minister is that it does not deal with you as being a mayor?
No, it doesn't
deal
deal
with you as far as you're a
as far as I'm a councillor.
The mayoral issue is different.
Yes, and it's for a purchase, not of, it's just for the purchase of a stand. So if you are entitled to purchase a stand, one stand, now the circular has been changed. You can apply a stand after every term. But previously, as according to that circular, you just apply and purchase that stand, and as a councillor, you get a 40% discount, which is different from the conditions that
for the mayor. So is council doing anything to compensate for this entitlement? Are they paying you rentals, seeing as you cannot occupy the mayoral mansion? Or
they haven't paid my rentals. They in the last term, no, in this term. It is only now that we were trying to find an alternative to that. In other words, to get, and the reason why we wanted the Milton House, it was abandoned, so to speak. It had squatters that were squatting in it, and then it was then cheaper to renovate than renovating the mayoral mansion should it come to that.
So maybe for the benefit of us that are not aware, is there a contract of employment or where you sign for these conditions of service that entitle you to this house?
There's no contract of employment.
Conditions of service?
Yeah, there are no conditions of service. Remember, when you are a councillor, you don't sign, or a mayor, it is not considered employment in the current sense. They only say you get a mayoral. What I know is that you get a mayoral mention.
Maybe let me, for the purpose of time, we're trying to get clarity. It seems the mayor has his own perks that are.
Yes, the mayor has got his own. Yeah. The mayor has got his own perks, which is a car. For the mayor of Harare and the mayor of Bulawayo, it's supposed to be in terms of.
Where do you find these?
They are littered all over. There are previous directives that have been given, and the act. For the mayor of Harare and the mayor of Bulawayo, you're supposed to get an S-Class Mercedes-Benz. You're supposed to get a mayoral mansion. You're supposed to get probably a security, a driver, an aide, an office even. Unlike other smaller towns, the mayor might not get an office, but for a mayor of Harare, Bulawayo, you are entitled to have an office, a mayor's parlor, and all other things.
Thank you, Your Worship. The reason is that the question is arising from why council had to sit down and give you somewhere to stay if it's contained somewhere else. That's where all this is coming from.
Oh, okay. The reason why
you can just clarify that part, why they had to sit down and clarify a house and give it to you directly.
Why they had to sit down is that the mayoral mansion was being used for other purposes. Currently, it's being used for offices. Currently, we are doing our master plan there. We had put Sunshine Bazaar and the business unit, and then there was a resolution to use the School of Governance. Then the question then arose, so where will the mayor stay if we are now using the mayoral mansion for as offices because of its size. Then the alternative was then to find another property, which property had been abandoned and was reasonably sized to be able to be used as a mayoral mansion.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Chair.
Okay.
How many employees are in the business unit? 2, isn't it?
Yeah, there are 2 or 3 at a given time. I'm not sure of the exact numbers.
Can they be accommodated at any other office instead of the mayoral mansion?
About this, your entitlements, my colleague will ask you that.
Okay.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mayor Mafume, for coming to assist the committee.
Thank you.
I'm looking at the circular here from the ministry. And against what you have said are the perks of the mayor. Unless you have a different circular, this circular does not talk about you being provided with accommodation. This one.
Yeah, no, this one doesn't talk about the mayor's
So where
accommodation.
is this one coming from? Do you have a circular from the ministry which talks about that? Because there are differences between the former executive mayors and yourself. If you have a circular which spells out those perks, can you please?
Well, I'll find it.
Because this current circular.
No, this one doesn't speak to the mayoral mansions. But all I know is that the practice of putting mayors in the mayoral mansions is continued.
So it's more out of practice.
Yeah, it is continued.
But there's no circular to that effect.
I've not seen the circular. But I know most mayors have taken residence in mayoral mansions.
But when you're talking about a house and a Mercedes and so, it must be coming from somewhere.
Yes, the car, there is, if it's only that I wasn't given an opportunity to indicate whether this line of questioning would come. But there is an entitlement, and certainly in our last term, most mayors were made, we actually get approval to purchase the cars. The cars are then purchased, and in our last term, we got a circular from the minister saying that all mayors could purchase the cars they were using. If it is not, it will be clearly anomalous, because when we are elected as councillors, we own an assortment of vehicles, and one might end up not being tracked. But the practice has been, even in the last term, that you get a vehicle, the vehicle towards the end of your last term, the minister or the ministry issues a circular which says you can purchase the vehicle.
Maybe I think it would help the commission if it would avail us with that kind of circular. Well, right now, the circular the only circular we have does not talk about those packs.
Yes, we will. I have not seen the circular myself, but I can understand what we did because we've got we've got UCAS, we've got the ministry, and most of what we get is approved by the ministry. So in relation to the vehicles, I have the letter that said you can purchase the vehicle after the vehicle that you were using. I do have the letters which we write to the ministry requesting to purchase the vehicles. I can produce those.
And accommodation? And accommodation house? A house for the mayor?
A house for the mayor, like I said, we have been using as mayors across the country, the mayoral mansions that have existed.
But there's no security.
Yeah, the mayoral mansions were built, and they were then left as mansions. In most cases where they are still open, the mayors get in.
They were built for executive mayors who were full-time.
At the time that they were built, yes. Yes, but they are occupied. Yeah.
Are you aware of the circular of September 26 September 2024?
Yes.
You are aware of that?
Of this circular? Yes, yes, I'm aware.
You as a lawyer, am I correct to say that you are using this circular for
councillors? Yes.
For allowances?
Yes, for allowances.
So you are getting $90 per month?
Yes, I'm getting $90 per month.
Right, fine. So this overrides the previous circulars, biologically?
Yes.
Right. So any other circulars which were giving mayors and councillors certain privileges and which are no longer contained in here are improperly accorded to those who are supposed to be beneficiaries. That's correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So anyone who is now clinging on to the previous circulars will be doing so unlawfully.
Unless given permission by the ministry. Yes. Good. Okay.
So, in other words, you agree with me that whatever you think you are entitled to, or other people are entitled to, has been overridden by the current circular.
Yes.
So, therefore, you are not entitled to a car because you are non-executive.
No,
maybe you think you are, but you are not.
No, the cars, we don't.
No.
Yeah. According to this circular,
you are not entitled.
We're not entitled. But once we write.
Then, according to this circular, you are not entitled to a house or
to a rented accommodation, to a mention.
To accommodation.
Yeah, according to this circular, there is no mention of accommodation.
So therefore, you have been acting unlawfully.
I have not taken up any residence.
No.
I was.
Your perception or desire to occupy or to possess a motor vehicle will be unlawful.
The desire to. Let me, if I can get the benefit of the commission, to check where this.
Prima facie, as it is
yes,
now.
Prima facie.
Unless you provide.
Yeah, unless I would want to check, because once.
As it is, let's get this right. We have this document. Unless and until you have any other circular overriding this one.
Yes.
Your actions, your desires.
Would be prima facie.
Will be unlawful because there's nothing to legalize your occupation and possession of a motor vehicle. Is that not correct?
Yes, that would be correct.
That is therefore, whatever you wanted to do or you were doing outside this is unlawful. Is it not?
Unless given permission. They use.
Unless given permission, then it's unlawful. You agree?
Yes, if there is no permission, then it's unlawful.
Right, thank you. Let us follow.
Let me see the sequence.
Yeah, fine. Can I also read something to you in regard to this amazing circular? It reads as follows, and you as a lawyer will understand this very well. It says, interpretation of this circular rests with the Secretary for Local Government and Public Works, and all previous circulars on allowances and perks are hereby cancelled.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Right. In light of that, do you think that you are entitled to the privileges you are claiming?
Yes, my lord. I would point out to.
No.
Yes.
Do you think you are entitled?
Yes, I would think that I'm entitled.
Right,
why I say so?
Right, before you say so, why then did you seek council's resolutions, if you're entitled to that?
When we get these circulars, even if we get them and you're entitled to them, the norm is also to pass them through resolutions. Of
Are you then saying that the council's resolutions will override the ministers?
Not to override.
Why then would you go there?
That is the practice that they just.
It's a lawful practice.
Yeah, it's a
it's an unlawful practice.
It's an unlawful practice, but the secretariat.
You remember Lord Denning?
Yes, nothing.
Can't put anything. Yes.
Yes, nothing can stand on nothing.
Nothing can stand on nothing because it falls.
It falls. But what they normally do with any letter.
Res ipsa loquitur, my little friend.
Yes, I do understand.
Good.
But I wanted to explain.
Yeah, please proceed.
Currently, all councils have been accorded the right to.
Who is accorded them? Yet the circular is clear about this. Who is accorded them that? If they've done so for themselves, to give them things which are not allowed to, they are not entitled to, it's wrong, it's unlawful, isn't it?
Yes.
Proceed, please.
Thank you. I shall not dwell much on that issue. It is quite clear. Whatever they are getting, it's unlawful. And if ever they are getting anything that is being obtained corruptly, because that is inconsistent with the standing rules and regulations.
Yeah.
So maybe if I may just proceed to.
Yeah. Before we proceed, just there's another. Let's clean this. Let's finalize this point. Yes.
The chronology that has arisen from the questions is a bit worrying. In October, the minister says all the perks are cancelled outside of this circular. Council then sits in November or December to then deal with the issue in a separate way, in the opposite direction. There seems to be a trend that council resolves against ministerial directives. And unfortunately, in this case, it looks like it's to your benefit directly as an individual. Do you want to clarify on that? You being a lawyer and knowing where your benefits are derived from.
Yes, the interpretation that we had at that particular time was that the mayor is entitled to a mayoral mention. And indeed, under our association as UCAS, most mayors have been accommodated in mayoral mention. In my case, I declined, I was not offered the mayoral mention because it was being used as an office. And that since we had that understanding and that interpretation, had that interpretation been raised in the meetings, because we do have our legal advisors and so forth, then we will probably have adopted that interpretation. But it would seem that the interpretation that we had is the same that is being carried in other councils. In fact, I'm one of the few who has not occupied a mayoral mention.
And this interpretation that you refer to, where does it come from? Maybe if we go to a section or something where we get these
it comes from the fact that the mayoral mentions do exist, and people have occupied them as mayors. I know the mayor of Beru occupied the mayoral mention, and a number of the mayors. I didn't.
From practice or from the Urban Councils Act?
From you mean why I didn't occupy?
No, I'm saying where this
from practice.
derived.
From practice. Yeah, from practice.
There's no lawful basis or there's no condition of service that you sign for that entitles you to this.
Yeah, we don't sign for any condition of service at all. Okay. It's from what we do. Even there's no, from here, I note there's no condition that says you are entitled to an office, but an office is there, and it's you enter as the mayor as a matter of practice. I probably was entering my office unlawfully from this circular. There are a lot of, I have a mayor's speller. There are a lot of things that, because the mayoral occupation has been there since time, and it has its own traditions and practices and benefits that you get. If there's an office, you get in there. I don't know now if we take a strict interpretation, maybe we are not supposed to be.
No, the questions are coming from the well-known fact that the position of a mayor has changed from being executive to ceremonial, which
Yes,
then,
means
going by
that-
logic, means what you're entitled to is different.
Yes, but
The standing rules say the mayor is supposed to be at the office from 1,600 hours, which is after work. And the assumption is that if you're working for 2 hours a day for 3 days a week, there's no entitlement to a house, which is where all these questions are coming from.
okay.
Which is why we keep asking, where are these benefits coming from?
Yeah, but they're coming from practice, as I've said. And
Which has changed from being executive to ceremonial.
yes, but what I'm saying is that the mayor's office has many practices that we have, and particularly for a city like Harare, you will find an office, you will find an aide, you will find a secretary, you will find all the things that are there, and you are told that this is the office that you will use, this is the secretary that you will use, this is the aide that you use, and indeed, this is the vehicle that you will use.
Okay, so this is all arising from a misalignment.
It's arising from
the laws and
the practices. Because if I were to follow what we are suggesting right now, it would mean that immediately as I walk out, I have to find another means of transport. I have to not to have an aid. I have to have all the things that are there are not included anyway.
So it's a result of the misalignment.
It's a result of the misalignment.
From your knowledge, how was the executive mayor appointed? Was he voted for by councillors or as a mayor?
He was voted for as a mayor.
Which would then entitle him to all these benefits. Would you not assume that?
Yes.
Were you voted for as a mayor or as a councillor?
I was voted in as a councillor and then elected by the councillors as a mayor.
No, voting by the public.
No, I was voted as a councillor. You get voted
Not
as a councillor, not as a mayor.
So do you agree with me that obviously benefits do not equate to a public official who's been voted for specifically as a mayor?
Yeah, they would not equate in certain instances. You will not have a salary.
Now, do you understand now where I'm coming from?
I do.
Understand.
Yes, but I'm trying to, because we're trying to help each other here. No, because
You're trying to help us.
Yeah.
We're not helping you.
No, my lord, the issue is here that I want to follow this process to its logical conclusion. If it says, if you read the circular to say you are not entitled to an office, there's no way it's written that the mayor is entitled to an office and the furniture in that office. It follows that my using a mayoral's office is illegal. There's no way where it says you're supposed to have a secretary or even a driver or even an aide. And this is for the mayor of a capital city. With all due respect, it would be impractical you are supposed to, the tradition, even for ambassadors to call on you, where would you receive
No,
people?
we hear you. We're just trying to understand where the perks are coming from.
And I've maintained that the perks of the mayor, they come from seculars and they also come from practice.
That is all. Thank you.
Yes.
Right. We have Believe at this point.
Just honorable chairs, a follow-up to that. I think there is a difference between the benefits of councillors as stipulated in that current circular and the institution of Harare City.
Yes.
Whether there is a bench, the reception is not part of what that circular is talking about.
Yes.
So I think you need to help us to understand why you want to conflate the two. Because the circular is not destroying the institution. It's leaving the institution as it is. The day you are elected, you walk into Harare City, but this deals specifically with what you should expect and anticipate.
Yes, yes, I have not conflated. There was a suggestion that whatever you are doing, you are not supposed to have it. And the suggestion came from that you are not supposed, if you have a car, you have the car illegally. That was the suggestion. That if you have anything that I have, if I have a car, it was specifically mentioned that if you are having a car, what is in here is that I should have a motorbike, if I read the circular. So the type of vehicle, so I'm trying to say if we read the institution of Harare in that narrow construct to say that if I don't find certain things mentioned in that circular, then I'm using or I'm doing it illegally.
Going strictly by what you are saying, what happened on your first day with your Datsun 120Y bicycle when you went to the office? City Council office?
Yes. What happened on the first day was that I was told that congratulations, you are the mayor, you have an office of the mayor, you have a vehicle of the mayor. Individuals came to me and said, Mayor, I'm your aide. I am there to protect you and to deal with all your protocol needs. Mayor, I'm your secretary. I am here to receive your mail. There's a conflict. The mayor is not me. It's an office. It gets sent mail. People write to it to get appointments. It's not one huge benefit. It's an institution. So they are in things that have carried on as practice of what a mayor gets. And this is what I was given.
Honorable Chair, my point exactly, that is the norm. You can't tell us now that we are saying, don't get a car, don't get, because there is an office that is assigned to make sure the mayor is driven to work and back.
Yes.
So that, let's leave aside. Let's talk about your individual entitlements as councillor, elected to then lead the other councillor. So my point exactly, Chair, that the institution is untouched by that circular. The institution and its infrastructure of offices, chairs, telephone extensions is not touched by that circular, in case we get confusion in interpreting what the circular is all about. Thank you, Chair.
I'm relieved with. I'm relieved with that.
No, not yet.
With that interpretation.
Not yet. This circular, we agree that it is bringing in a new regime with regards to the mayor and the deputy mayor's entitlements, because you are now non-executive. That we have already agreed, isn't it? Suspended or cancelled all previous circulars which contain certain entitlements.
Yes, all circulars that contained entitlements.
Right.
Yes.
If at all you felt that you have been unfairly dealt with as a mayor, was there anything which would have stopped you to go back to the Honourable Minister to say, look, you have now deprived us of houses, of accommodation, of cars?
We routinely go back. Right. Like I said.
Did you go back immediately after getting this thing?
The practice.
Did you go back immediately?
No, we didn't go, because we didn't feel aggrieved by this circular.
But you then decided to put what was in practice for executive mayors into and assumed it's yours, yet the circular excluded that, without going back to the authorities which empowered you or give you or accorded you that entitlement. Do you follow?
I'm following, but I would defer to the view that they are these things that are for the councillors. And then there is the practice for the office of the mayors. If they particularly, because the ministry is aware that mayors are using mayoral vehicles, they are aware that mayors are still using the mayoral mentions. If there was a need for that to be altered, because we every
but Mr. Mafume, do you understand and agree that this was the final circular from the ministry, depriving you of certain benefits?
We didn't interpret it as such. It was a circular to, if you look at the previous circular, my lord,
no,
it's the same.
The question is, doesn't it deprive you of previous
all right, let me
benefits?
Let me say that, like this circular, when it came, the only thing that it wanted to deal with which is different from, there were very few things that it was trying to change. What had happened was that they were trying to bring back, if you look at paragraph 2, for allowances. Previously, they wanted to bring back the pegging of US dollars and the introduction of...
But apart from that, look at 4.1 with regards to stains. Now, your accommodation is not mentioned there. Not at all.
No, this is for councillors. It's not...
But you are a councillor as well, isn't it?
Yes, I am getting the benefit that a councillor gets, which is a stand.
Well, okay. Let's leave aside councillorship, but the mayor's post is not included here.
Yes.
Right. If you say yes,
yes.
Then we are together.
The difference.
Now, let me answer this question. You already said this to me. You said I'm satisfied because I'm asking the questions.
Yes. If
I want an explanation, I'll do so. If I want you to expand, I'll do so.
Yes.
Having dealt with this point with regards to the practices versus the lawful circulars, and with the benefit of hindsight, do you realize that you unintentionally perhaps did what was wrong?
Yes, I think I want to, if
do you realize that?
Yes, but the allocation here is different.
No.
Okay.
Don't qualify it at this stage. I'll allow you to qualify it at a later stage.
Okay.
Now, in light of that, you have acted against this, maybe because you didn't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything at all to say with regards to being remorseful about what you did? Bear in mind the injury and damage would have occurred with regard to the delivery systems of the council, to the ratepayers and owners of the ratepayers and...
oh, yeah. Thankfully, I have not occupied the rented premises. It was supposed to be an alternative.
I don't think you understand.
Which
let me rephrase.
It's about
I'm saying that in light of what you admitted that it was wrong, it was unlawful, because of misinterpretation, right, of the secular?
Yes.
Right. Are you in a position to express any remorse?
Yes, we are.
No. I haven't finished. Don't anticipate my question.
Okay.
To express remorse or sorrow and apology to the ratepayers and your residents of the city of Harare at all?
If in the context that our interpretation of the Act and the practices of council led to harming and prejudicing the interests of the residents that I am supposed to serve. I am sorry for that, and would be in a position to redress the issues if they are continuing, and if in terms of the interpretation.
Yes. In the event that they forgive you, are you in a position to start on a clean slate?
Yes, in the instance that the residents are forgiving, we are prepared to start on a clean state.
Not we.
I am prepared to start on a clean state.
Right, fine. What are you saying about that, in your own words?
My Lord, in the event that and in this event where the interpretation would have caused harm or prejudice the interest of the residents, I commit to redress that particular harm, and I am in a position to start on a clean state, including redressing the issues and to avoid the particular conduct in the future.
Are you aware that the ratepayers and the residents of the Harare City Council are upset because of the poor service delivery and other things?
I'm acutely aware of that.
What do you want to say to them, if anything at all?
Well, I am sorry for the state that the city is in. I would like a better city for myself, for the residents, for the citizens, for the visitors of this city. It is the reason why I ran for office, to be able to make a change for the residents.
Yes.
I want to live in a clean city, want to live in an efficient city, and want to continue to try to make sure that becomes a reality for the residents.
Right. I deliberately put this question, which suppose will come at the end, but I wanted you to appreciate what questions will follow after that.
Okay.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Maybe let me just refer the Commission to page 13 of, I'm sure, of Exhibit 74. Yes, Your Worship.
Yes.
On 15 August 2024, the Human Resources Committee and the General Purpose Committee said, and among other things, they also resolved to allocate accommodation to deputy mayors, to the deputy mayor. You are aware of that resolution?
Of the committee?
Yes.
To the deputy mayor?
Yes, for the deputy mayor.
Can I have sight for that?
Yes. It is the same.
Is it the same?
Yes, same resolution number A of that meeting, because the second resolution is in respect of the allocation of accommodation to yourself.
No, can I see where it says that? No, they said a separate report. To my knowledge, there is no.
Can you read that?
That a separate report be submitted to council by the Director of Housing, recommend authority to secure council-rented accommodation for the deputy mayor.
Yes.
To mine the.
It's okay. It's okay.
When was that circular?
It's on the same date. But
What is the date? Just for the record, please.
It's the 15th.
In August.
15 August.
Yeah, it's part of exhibit. Okay, you just understand my question. So this resolution was wrong because it is against circular from the parent minister.
Yeah, but that's not a resolution. That resolution was separating the two issues.
Yes, but the mayor, deputy mayor was to be allocated accommodation, isn't it, in terms of this?
Yeah, no report was then ever proffered.
No.
To my knowledge.
No.
Can you read again?
Yes. That is separate.
First, no, let's do this. Go to top, to the first page.
Yes.
What is the, read the heading. Read the heading.
Proposed terms of reference. Oh, we reach it.
The heading, top.
Where are we?
That separate document.
No, these are minutes of human
Yes, but
resources and general purpose committee.
Let's assist the mayor. What dates? That will be the top page.
The 15th of August.
Right, fine. What does it say? Read it loudly.
Human Resources and General Purposes Committee minutes.
That is the heading.
Yes.
Right, fine.
15th August 2020.
And what was resolved?
What was resolved was that a separate, the first resolution, A, that a separate report be submitted to Council by the Director of Housing and Community, recommending authority to secure rented accommodation for the Deputy Mayor. Then B, resolved to recommend that Council approves the use of Council rented premises on number 9 Ramond Chaplin Road as an alternative accommodation for His Worship the Mayor of Harare.
Right,
that upon adoption.
No, just stop there.
Okay, so what I'm saying is the Deputy Mayor should not get accommodation. Please do not proceed to implement that resolution. You understand?
Yes, it will not. There's no resolution to implement.
Please, that should not be implemented because that is going to cause suffer and prejudice to ratepayers. You understand? This is all what I'm saying.
Yes, I understand that accommodation
for the Deputy Mayor
should not be
Thank you.
Okay.
Now, as a follow-up to the question by the Honourable Chair about the service delivered, do you admit that, in fact, the reason why we are having these problems is that Council is mainly relying on ratepayers' money rates for service delivered?
Yes.
And that there is nothing much which is coming from special purpose vehicles.
Yes.
We talk of Harare Quarry.
There's nothing coming.
Business going there, but no remittance to Council.
Yes, the Harare.
Okay, yes, thank you.
You agree that there's no remittance
to Council?
It
is now common cause.
Yeah. From Harare Quarry, there's been no remittance for years.
Right,
yes, thank you. Despite business going on there.
Yes, yes and no. There's no business going on there. Yeah.
Okay.
We have been, for your own information, we did an inspection in local.
Yes.
Like the one we did yesterday. To reveal certain facts. There is business going on.
So also,
do you dispute that?
There is some.
Do you dispute that?
No, I don't dispute
commercial
that.
activities going on.
Yeah, I don't dispute that.
Right, fine.
And in addition to that, a loan of 4.5 million was advanced to Harare Quarry, and that man disappeared.
Yes.
Do you know anything about that?
Yes.
Confirming that?
Good.
Yes.
How did it disappear?
It was stolen.
Who by?
The management
No. Who stole the money?
The management, that there was a forensic audit.
Who stole the money?
The management of Quarry.
Did you get the police involved?
Yes, we resolved to get the police involved.
You resolved, and when you say we, what do you mean?
The council.
Right. Okay. Was it reported after your resolution?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, so 4.5 million just disappeared?
No,
and the mayor and others just didn't want to talk about it anymore?
No,
Are you not worried that?
We were worried.
Why didn't you report them?
What we did, my lord, is that we instituted. This was done before we were elected as councillors. So this was done by the previous council and the previous management. We got elected in 2018.
And when was the money stolen?
The money stolen, I'm trying to think when the loan was advanced, whether it was 2018 or early 2018, I'm not too sure. Then,
no, that's fine.
Yeah. Then when we came into office...
No, hold on, Mr. Mafume. 2018, you came into power.
As a councillor.
As a councillor. You found out there was money missing.
Yes.
You as a lawyer, you know that criminal activities of that nature can only be prescribed after 20 years.
Yes.
Did you do anything about it when you became a mayor?
Yes, when we became a mayor, when I became a mayor, we have resolutions upon resolution asking the Secretariat as to the progress of the forensic audit and also the progress in reporting the people who stole, not only the progress in reporting the people who stole, and also in recovering the amount from those people.
Do you know whether or not a police report was made for the 4.5 million which went missing? When you were councillor? When
I was a councillor, I'm not aware of the police report.
Do you know whether or not a report was made of the missing 4.5 million when you were now a mayor?
I'm not aware of the exact the report.
Do you know whether or not a report has been made for 4.5 missing stolen when you are now a mayor in the present circumstances?
In the present circumstances, I'm not aware of the report that was made.
But Harare Kwali is 100% owned by the city of Harare. Why is it that you don't have any interest as the mayor?
No, I have an interest. We have said, we have changed them. We have changed the management at Quarry. We have made resolutions in council directing the town clerk to make those particular reports and to recover the money. I'm aware that Zach at some point was involved, but I'm not aware whether it was done on our report or at its own instance or from an independent whistleblower. Okay. But at many council meetings...
Just hold on, there's a question.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Just on the 4.5 million and then compared to the recently mentioned 1 million along the Hamas purchase of a house in Rua somewhere. You came across, while defending your actions to attend the Hamas meetings, you came across as a very passionate leader who was following up on the 1 million. Can you explain why on 4.5 million you are not certain what's going on?
I'm very passionate about that 4 million, because that 4 million is the one that has caused us to have differences with the management that was there. I've pursued it in many of the council meetings. But how we pursue reports to the police is that you instruct the Secretariat to report. I've taken the actions that are within my power to deal with the malfeasance that we found at Quarry, including removing the employees that were then there, trying to cause the reconstitution of the board. And as of current, because their properties are being constantly attached, I've suggested that the entity be put under management, or what we used to call liquidation, because for the past 2-3 weeks, as council, we have had to pay amounts that are owed by the Quarry. And I have insisted on the reforms that are required at Quarry, and I will bring the minutes where I have passionately argued that we have to change the management of Quarry and the operations of Quarry. It's only that when it goes to the police, we have a process that we have to follow, and we use the Secretariat.
Thank you, Chair. But
that's fine. Thank you.
Knowing your modus operandi, it is the first time you are describing an office or a process that is stopping you.
Okay.
Wherever you...
I'm listening.
Yeah, okay.
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 Yeah.
So wherever you have had the desire to get things done, you have done it.
Yes.
Including illegal things. So I'm really wondering why in this instance where we are expecting legal recourse, people to be arrested for 4.5 billion are not being arrested at the instigation of the powerful mayor.
What I've done at Quarry is, if I chronicle the steps that I've done since that particular time, I've set on the Quarry and we've passed resolutions. First thing that we needed to do at Quarry was to stop the bleeding. It's a very capital intensive and it had so many deaths. The first thing was to get rid of the current management, which we did. We then put in new board members whom we had given the specific task of prosecuting and following the money that had gone. And right now, I have a suggestion which has been stopped by the procedures of council. I suggested that it is pointless for us to keep using residents' money because it's a private limited. What we need to do is to put it under management so that we can defend ourselves from the properties being attached and also reorganize the liquidation. I gave the suggestion to the town clerk. It's almost 3 months now. Every time I'm asking them, have you asked our private lawyers or the private lawyers of Quarry to put this organization called Quarry under management? It has not been done now. The issue that has delayed it has been that the Act requires us to seek permission from the ministry. And they are saying we can't do that. And I was saying, but every week you are coming for authority to pay, or you are paying to release goods from judicial attachment. Yet we could slow down this process by putting it under management and explaining.
I understand. Those are now the procedures and you are taking. Okay. Let's attend now for the tea and resume at 11:30.
We resume at what time?
At 11:30.
Half 11.
We'll 11.
Thank you.
We'll attend now.